What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of J&D Sports Talk. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about the AFC West. Definitely a competitive and interesting division, in my opinion, in the NFL. You have the Los Angeles Chargers, who had a really good season last year, I think, but postseason didn't live up to expectations. Then you have the Las Vegas Raiders. Obviously, they haven't been good the last few years, but new change in culture. Pete Carroll, legendary coach, new quarterback, new exciting first round pick in Ashton Genty, and obviously a defense led by Max Crosby. That's always going to be a competitive unit with him. And then you have the Kansas City Chiefs, went to the last three Super Bowls, won two of them. Then you have the Denver Broncos, who are looking to prove people that they can be one of the top competitors in the AFC with Bo Nix and Sean Payton. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Make sure you check out our other videos. Subscribe, check out our TikTok and Twitch at J&D Sports Talk, and let's get into today's video. The first team we're going to talk about in the AFC West is the Las Vegas Raiders, which, as if you've been following on with the channel, you guys know I've been high on them. Pete Carroll, I think Geno Smith is a solid quarterback in the NFL. Jacoby Myers is underrated. Obviously, Ashton Genty, I think, is going to be a great running back. I do think they need another good receiver, though. I feel like they need an elite receiver, but Jacoby Myers isn't bad, but I don't know if he should be their one, you know what I mean? Dante Thornton Jr., he could be a speedster. Jack Beck from TCU, he's solid. Trey Tucker, speedy, deep threat, but I feel like the Raiders just need that big, like a DK Metcalf, like a big receiver that can create separation, make big plays, stuff like that. But you got a good tight end in Brock Bowers. He can be that weapon. And then the offensive line. Apparently, you're starting Jackson Powers Johnson in two positions, which that will be exciting to watch. An offensive line block two people. And then on the defensive side of the ball in the 4-3, you got Max Crosby. You got Jermaine Pratt from the Bengals. You got my boy Jeremy Chin. I wish he was still at Carolina. I even got a Jeremy Chin hoodie a few years ago. Tyree Wilson, if he has a big year. Defense, Jamal Adams too. They're starting him at linebacker. I don't know why he's on corner on here. But he's been looking good there in the preseason. But yeah, this Raiders team, it's not bad. There's still a good amount of holes. I think the Patriots and Raiders are very two similar teams, and I'll talk about that, but I think the Patriots have a better roster. I just think this Raiders team is still missing a big time receiver. They're missing some spots on the defense and a little bit on the O-line, but let's take a look at their schedule. Here's the Raiders' schedule. Obviously, they have a tough division. Other than that, let's take a look. Week 1, New England Patriots. I think this is, like I said, they're two very similar teams, but I'll give the Patriots the edge at home. Week 2, against the Chargers, I'll give the Raiders this one at home. There we go. Raiders and Commanders, they take a loss here before getting a win against Chicago. They take a win here, another win. They start 4-2, but then they face the Chiefs. They get upset by Jaguars. They lose to Denver. They lose to Dallas before getting a win against Cleveland. They split with the Chargers, lose to Denver, lose to Philly, lose to Houston. They get a nice win over the Giants, but then they lose to the Chiefs in the last week of the season. 6-11 is where the Raiders are going to be around. The ceiling for them, though, I could see a couple of those close games going their way. This one in Jacksonville is one of them. They split with Denver, say they do. And then week 1, if they get a win there, they could be 9-8. But I think 6-9 wins is appropriate for the Raiders, considering that they just got a new regime, and the roster still has some holes to fill. Next team we're going to look at in the AFC West here is the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix at quarterback, year 2 with Sean Payton. J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey at running back. Those are good options. McLaughlin, Esteem. And then wide receiver room. I feel like this wide receiver room is missing a big name. Cortland Sutton's not bad, but besides that, I mean, Marvin Mims Jr., Troy Franklin aren't bad. They traded Devon Vale yesterday to the Saints, but Evan Ingram at tight end, I like that. And then the offensive line should be solid. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, Denver has arguably the best defense in the NFL. Zach Allen, Nick Bonito rushing the quarterback, and you got Jonathan Cooper, Singleton, Dre Greenlaw from the Niners, Hufanga from the Niners, and the best corner in football, you got Surtain. and then Brandon Jones at safety. This is a good defense right here. If they stay healthy, they could arguably be the best, like I said. Looking at their schedule, though, obviously they are in the AFC West, so that's a tough division, too. But week 1, Tennessee, this should be a win for them. Week 2, another win. They lose on the road for getting a nice win against Cincinnati. That should be a good game. It was a good game last year, but Denver will come out on top this time. Loss there, win here, loss here, loss here, and then they'll beat the Raiders at home. They'll beat the Chiefs at home. They'll lose to the Commanders. They'll beat the Raiders, sweep them. Packers will take them. They'll take the Jags. They'll lose to the Chiefs, and then they will beat the Chargers. 10-7 is probably a good area for the Broncos again. A couple close games that go their way. They could take this Dallas one. Let's see. I think that's a pretty accurate prediction. 10-11 wins for Denver, I think, is solid to say. Outside of, they have a couple easy games. Tennessee, Indianapolis should be easy for them. The Jets, um, maybe the Jaguars, but a couple easy games on here for Denver. Besides their division opponents, they do have some hard games in there. You got the Eagles, you got the Bengals, you got the Texans, the Commanders. It's kind of a tougher schedule for Denver. But year 2 with Bo Nix and Sean Payne, we'll have to see how they bounce back after last year's second round playoff loss against the Bills. Looking at the Kansas City Chiefs, this is one's going to be short because we all know how they're going to do. Patrick Mahomes, Rasheed Rice, who should be suspended, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Travis Kelce, Josh Simmons is going to be a beast. I'm upset that the Chiefs were able to get him. Creed Humphrey is one of the best interior centers in football. Best center in football, actually. Trey Smith is one of the best interior guards in football. And then our defense side of the ball, Karlaftis is underrated. Chris Jones, True Tranquil gets tackles. Nick Bolton, one of the best linebackers in the game. And then you got Trent McDuffie. He's one of the best corners in the game. This is just a well built, well coached, well upper management team. Take a look at their schedule here. I honestly hope, like, this is the first year in a while where I want the Chiefs to finish below 500. A lot of people hate them. I never really hated them, but now I'm just kind of tired of seeing them. 3 Super Bowls in a row. Let's see some other teams. I hope this Super Bowl this year is 2 teams that have never won it, that have never won the Super Bowl. They're both battling for their first ring. Week 1, Chiefs lose this one, but they win the Super Bowl rematch. They beat the Giants. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Jags. Lose to the Lions. Win here. Win here. Bills win in the regular season. They win here, win here, win here, win. Something like 14-3. Maybe Denver gets a win against them. Maybe this is a trap game last week of the season, but 11-14 wins probably for the Chiefs. I mean, maybe they lose this one too. And then maybe they lose this one. But they're going to be a good team. We all just got to accept it once again. Just hopefully they don't make it far in the playoffs. Looking at the Los Angeles Chargers here, I'm going to say it now. I hope I'm right. Am I right? Probably not, but the Chargers are going to win this division. I see the vision. Justin Herbert, Najee Harris, and Amarion Hampton. Hampton's going to be one of my favorite running backs in the NFL. Might even buy his jersey. You know what? If the Chargers win, let's see. If the Chargers win 12 games this year, I will buy a Marion Hampton jersey. One of my favorite players. I watched him with North Carolina in college. Him and Drake May, Tez Walker. But wide receiver, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson, Keenan Allen. Oh my goodness, my allergies are kicking in. It's a interesting receiver room. Keenan Allen should be above Quentin. Trey Harris should be above Quentin Johnson. But KLS has been making a name for himself. Brendan Rice, the son of Jerry Rice. Will Disley, tight end. And then Scott Matlock is such a huge part to that offense that people don't realize. Joe Alt, great young tackle. Mekhi Becton had a breakout year last year that we were all already waiting for. Trey Pipkins is young. I believe he's a rookie. Is he? No, he's not. I'm bugging. He's not a rookie. Defensive side of the ball. Henley's a tackle monster. They have Cleo Mack. Derwin James is one of the best safeties in the game. Um, and yeah, I mean, this team is just solid all around. A great defense and a well-coached team. Taking a look at the Chargers' schedule here. Week 1 against the Chiefs, I have them pulling off the upset. Week 2 against the Raiders, they get a win. Nice win here, nice win here. They start 4-0 for taking a couple of tough losses. They win here, another loss here, a win. 7-3. They win before the bye. They split with the Raiders. They lose to the Eagles. They lose to the Chiefs before putting together a good stretch to end the season. They go 11-6. I think this is the area where the Chargers will go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe. Check out our TikTok and Twitch at J&E Sports Talk. Let me know what future videos you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.